Oh, what is up, everybody, and welcome back. I haven't done one of these in a little while. Been a bit off the beaten track. Work's been absolutely insane. Finally got everything back to where we can go and actually start making YouTube videos again. Very, very excited. I want to jump straight into some news for you today. We've got a fair amount to cover over the next few weeks. As you can imagine, me not being about making videos for a little while has meant there's been a lot of news accumulate. So today I'm going to touch on some key points from over the last 2 weeks to 3 weeks that I've missed out on. First up, exciting news coming out of Honda. I'm glad to say that again. As you guys know, if you've watched any of my previous videos, I am very much all aboard the electric car hype train. I know they're missing the noise and the feel and all that, but my goodness me, there's some magical stuff coming out of these machines at the moment. And Honda, I'm very glad to say, are jumping back in. We don't have much information on their new car yet, but what I do have is this photo. It's going to be going on sale, first of all, in China, which hopefully means it will then do very well out there and then go worldwide. I really love the idea of electric daily driven cars. It makes a lot of sense to me. So they are previewing their new EV, their second ever fully electronic vehicle at the Beijing Motor Show. The upcoming show is going to be showing off the car. Details of the new car will all be released at the event. It's all been very tightly kept, and but we can see that it is going to be a saloon car, all futuristic looks instead of the retro modern style that the Honda E went with. But it's all good. It's all exciting stuff coming out of Honda at the moment, which is so relieving to say. So relieving to say. So looking forward to seeing that. I'm looking forward to seeing the actual renders and the actual car itself once it's previewed to us. Next up, more worrying news more than anything, but McLaren are selling their HQ in Woking, which means kind of bad news for them, I guess. But they are going to be leasing it back. So I think this is just from the drop in sales. I don't think McLaren really do that well. They seem to be one of the few supercar manufacturers that prices depreciate on once they release a car instead of them going out. I don't know whether that's just overproduction or just too many of them on the market or releasing too many cars maybe, but I'm not sure. I'm not in the super sales world, so I don't really know the full reports of that, but we are hearing that the car maker could be making up to 200 million for the sale of their building, which will then allow them to obviously reinvest in cars and futures going forward, whether that be F1 or wherever that goes. If you've never seen McLaren's headquarters before, it's absolutely beautiful. It is a work of art in itself. I'm glad the company will be staying there. I am a big McLaren fan at the end of the day. Not the Senna. Well, how it looks anyway. I probably would love how it goes. Let's not lie. If I was in a McLaren Senna, I'd probably be over the moon with it. But for the most part, big news that they are selling the £200 million building. Crazy. We'll see who comes in for that. So quickly on the YouTuber front, I wanted to touch on some YouTube news. Obviously, I am a YouTuber myself on my own channel, Adam Ivel, where I post my car builds, and I've had a big milestone in my own channel where my Civic, after 5 years rebuild, has hit the track. So go over, check out that video. You may really like it. It's just me and my car out on track with some other Hondas. It's a lot of fun. We had a great day. It's a little bit of YouTube self-promotion by me there. Another YouTuber I want to touch on is Dmo Deejay. Now, this guy's been in the headlines a lot this year, and I have to admit, I am a follower of his. I do watch his videos. I can't lie to you, he does entertain me, and at the end of the day, that's really what YouTube is. It's for entertainment. But he has been in a big situation with his Ford Transit van. He had a Ford Transit van that he was sent off to have 1,000 brake horsepower build done on. Was really excited to see where this goes. I love the idea of racing vans. That sounds so cool to me, especially one with such a chaotic power. He's got his whole story videos online. Now, I am touching on this because I've had very similar experiences to him with people within the car trade, and I've just never had the bottle to do a video like he has. He's just got massive balls compared to me, and he's posted everything online, which is where I haven't done that. So I think it's definitely worth going to have a look. I've been in very similar situations to him. That's all I'm going to say. Whereas I've even been confronted and screamed and shouted at because I've took my cars away from some places. And this whole situation, I feel for him in this. Like, you can just, the fact that he's putting it all out there is just very I've got a lot of admiration for him in this situation. So go check out these videos. I'll link them down below. That's the YouTube news done for today. But I really just want to touch on my little video of me on the track in the Civic, and also DMO and his transit situation, where you should definitely go and have a look. It's very interesting. Other Formula 1 news that had happened while I was away. Obviously, there was that crazy race at the weekend with all of the accidents. mental. But some news coming out of the F1 world. This is, like I said, I'm a little late to this party, but Vettel has confirmed that in 2021 he will be at Aston Martin, which is so exciting. We all know Vettel is one of the top drivers in the Formula 1, and ever since I've started looking back into it more, I wanted to see him in more competitive cars. Racing Point, as they are known, are taking Vettel on at Aston Martin, so we will see how this goes. Very, very excited to see how this one turns out. It could be I'm just really excited. That's all I can really say on that. It's just really exciting. It's a shame it never really worked out with Ferrari, but very exciting. Supercar news now, and this one is all about the absolutely stunning Maserati Mc20. Now, this car is something that's really tickled my fancy. It's the power figure that the 3-litre twin-turbo petrol V6 will be putting out, which is 621 horsepower. Now, if you didn't know, my company's called 621, so I just thought that was super cool. They're also going to be offering an electric variant of this car. So maybe this will be the way that you see manufacturers getting people into electric cars, because you can buy a petrol one, but why don't you buy an electric one to match when you're this rich that you can afford this sort of thing? You'll be able to get about 24 mpg out of this thing as well. The pictures coming out, it makes it look absolutely amazing, and it's going to weigh less than 1,500 kilograms. This thing's going to absolutely shift. They reckon 0 to 62 is going to be under 3 seconds, which is just fast. This is so fast. It's crazy how fast it is. I'm really looking forward to actually seeing these around. I'm sure these are going to sell like absolute wildfire, with the price going to be lower end of the 6-figure brackets they're saying. So, I mean, I'm not going to be able to afford one, but I'm sure a lot of rich people are, and it's going to be cool seeing them drive around. Hopefully we won't see them all clogging up London, and we will see actually being used, but we guess we'll just have to wait and see. But that is the end of today's video, everybody. I really hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's been nice to see me back on your screens briefly. There's going to be so many more of these videos coming. I just had fun, my groove for it all again, and get back into the recording headspace. I'm going to leave it, love you, and leave it now. Please check out my main channel, Adam Ivor, and that's where you'll find all my track days, my builds, and drift days, etc. that are coming. Also, any news I've mentioned is all going to be down below where I found it. It's definitely worth having a look, a bit more detail. I've just breezed over all of this. But yeah, thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you again in another video very soon. Peace.